Accrual accounting, and this time we are going to discuss accrued income. Yes, accrued income. So this accrued income is also named as outstanding income or income in arrear or income due or income owing or income not yet received or income receivable. So all these are the different names of the same concept, and the concept is that the income is due for the current reporting period, but we have not yet received cash against that income. So again, we will learn it through one account method and two account method. Under one account method, we will be preparing one single ledger account that will be catering to the income that we will be taking to income statement and its receivable thing. So let's see this example in which now rent is received quarterly in arrear and reporting period is again 12 months starting from here 1st January to 31st December 2008. Now you will work it out very quickly that which period belongs to us, because we are doing accounting for 31st December 2008, and these are the months of X8 which belong to our period. Very good. So you are smart now. Okay, and this is the amount that we paid during the year. Great. Well, let's see it's working. It's working is okay. Cash received during the year, we worked out in working 3, 38,500. And this is what like we have worked it out like this. Okay, cash received during the period. Cash received. Okay, great. And now it's opening accrual and closing accrual. So for the opening accrual, we will work out it from this 9,000 for 2 months, which is 6,000. We'll be taking it over here. And closing accrual will be working out for 2 months. It will be 7,000. We'll be taking it there. And we know very well its technique that opening accrual are subtracted and closing accruals are added. So it will give us the total amount of 39,500, which is our income for the year. So let's see its ledger account, rent receivable account. This is the one account method in which we will put its opening balance and closing balances at the positions. Opening balance, since it will be taken as an asset, it will be appearing in the debit side, and closing balance will appear in the credit side. And the cash that we receive during the year will be accounted for as cash debit and rent receivable credit. Here we go, 38,500. And the final figure of this ledger account will be closed in the profit and loss account, rent receivable account debit, and this profit and loss account as a balancing figure, it will be taken to profit loss account. And here we will see that it is closed. When we say two account method, so two account method covers exactly the two account, one for income ledger account and the second one is for its reciprocal receivable, since it is income due, the income receivable. Let's see the same example in which the working remains same. So we don't need to repeat this working. Just focus on the two ledger accounts. Here we will be having rent receivable account that will be our asset. Purely it would be our asset. And rent income account, this is our income account, nominal nature of account. So debit balance will be appearing in the debit side. No accounting entry for this debit balance. And when we receive cash, we know cash account debit and rent income account credit. Here we go. Cash account debit and rent income account credit for this 38,500. So this is it. And then what we see that the opening balance of receivable will be closed in the income account by this way. So income account will be debited and receivable account will be closed. Opening balance will be closed there. So here we go. Then the receivable, the closing rent due, it is receivable, will be taken to the rent income, 7,000. And here we see that rent receivable is debit and our income account will be credited with 7,000. So 7,000 debit in rent receivable account and 7,000 credit in rent income account. So making total, it would be 45,500. Subtract 6,000, we will get balancing figure of this. So for this 7,000, the accounting entry that we see is rent receivable debit and rent income account credit. And finally, this 39,000 will be taken to income statement by debiting rent income account. It will be closed and profit and loss account will be credited. So the rent income account will be closed finally in the income statement or profit and loss account. So the important tips to remember in this module for one account method covers that separate ledger account for income is not maintained under one account method. And balancing figure is closed to the income statement. Remember that all income and expense accounts are ultimately closed in the income statement or profit and loss account. Their balancing figures are never carried forward or carried down. Remember this thing. And closing balance is presented in the balance sheet for a ledger account when we are making this ledger account 2-in-1. So this 2-in-1 ledger account behaves as an income account as well as an asset account, receivable account. So for two account method, opening balance brought forward and closing balance carry forward, these are the balances of receivables. So these will be taken to the balance sheet as an asset. Okay, as I was telling you earlier. And the income account is obviously the income account, which is the nominal nature of account, will be closed in the income statement. And that's it. Thank you.